All right, there's a little lesson we have to talk about today, and that would be never tell a woman how you feel. Okay, and specifically over text message. Now, in life, we have to be reminded of the basics a lot of times more than taught new things. I'll say that one more time. We have to be reminded of the basics more than we have to be taught new things. Okay, I have seen this from numerous dudes who I know. The text messages that I see, they will actually text a woman and say things like, I feel confused. I just feel confused that, or I am so sad that, or I feel so frustrated that. And then the verbal vomit just keeps coming out. I feel like, I feel sad, I feel confused about this, I feel anxious about this, whatever. Quit. You cannot do this. You cannot do this. Listen, the longer your text messages, the longer your paragraph length, the more you are verbally vomiting how you feel, the more your status is going down and taking a hit. I will say that again, the more your status and the more your overall masculine frame and attention and overall value is starting to take a hit, you will watch that woman completely start to close off to you. Because verbally expressing the words, I feel like, I feel that, it's like, listen, you can't do this. You can't do this. I know that you deep down believe, or you might deep down feel, that you can communicate with her the way you would with anybody, the way you would with your mom, the way you would with your dad, the way you would with your best friend named John or Frank or Tommy or whoever, but you just can't do that. The more you do that, the more her female emotions close off to you. So that woman could have had sky-high interest in you in the beginning, and you have now essentially tanked your attention, or the value of your attention, down to zero, to where now she might even say something back to you like, I don't know how I feel about this either, or, I don't necessarily think, or I don't feel that this is right for me either, this relationship, so because of that, we don't have to keep talking anymore. Or you might just not hear from her completely. She might just completely ghost you. That's the type of things that you can experience when you start saying, I feel like. Okay, so what does this really tie into at a deeper level? What I'm trying to get you to realize is this: you don't want to reveal your innermost personal thoughts about your feelings for absolutely no reason. The reason why I'm telling you this is because if you actually take a look at your failed relationships, if you actually take a look at your failed dating experiences with women, majority of the reason why you're probably losing their interest or why they're pulling away from you is because of the cell phone. If you actually look at your texting and your text behavior, if you actually, let's say you were dating a woman for 4 months and she pulled away or she left you, I would bet that if you went and you looked at your own text message history and you start scrolling down or you start scrolling up and you look at the past, you will notice that majority of those text messages regarding the sentences, the things you were talking about, was completely unnecessary. You were probably either talking about random topics that you didn't need to, or you were telling her what you think about a certain situation or how you feel on the inside, and because of that, as soon as you reveal your innermost thoughts to her, she all of a sudden knows where you stand, or she knows you're in an emotional state, and now you're losing your masculine core, or you're losing your masculine center, and now she pulls away from you. It's like clockwork every single time. That's just how the female nature is. Okay, so these lessons, listen. Female nature is meant to be accepted. It's not meant to be understood. I'll say that again. Female nature is meant to be accepted. It is not meant to be understood. When you try to understand these things and you go, well, why? Why is it like that? I don't know, and I don't really care, and I don't really know what to tell you. I don't care. Because if you just look at what happens, just accept that this is how it goes, and then figure out what not to do. So a lot of times, okay, listen, when you have attracted her already, or you two have already slept together, or you two are consistently seeing each other, the game plan is about defense. It is no longer about offense. Offense would be sending a text message or a phone call or checking in or seeing how she's doing or what she's up to. That is offense. You're making an offensive communication play. That is not what it's about once there's already been some type of mutual connection formed, especially on a romantic level. Now it's about defense. It's about not messing things up. It's about saying less than what's needed, so that way there's room for her to fill in that communication gap. When you say too much, you expose too much, you expose how you feel, you expose how you think, you start to become less of a masculine option in her mind, and now all of a sudden she starts testing that core more. Now all of a sudden she goes, hey, I'm going to pull back for a couple days and see what he does. Oh, called me twice, look at him chase. Oh, I can tell he's weak. Oh, I can tell he's heartbroken. And she bounces on to the next. Just like that, every single time. Start learning what not to do. If you like this video, join the community that I built. I'm going to help you learn, understand, and master the language of women. If you think that this video is good, this is just a small little portion of the amount of amazing stuff you're going to see in my actual community. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.